Wonderful national anthems performed here at Melbourne Rectangular Stadium, and Scott Sattler to take us through these two teams.
Yeah, strong English lineup, a lot well rested last week with Widdop, McGilvery, Watkins, Bateman, Hall, Brown and Gale in the back line. In the forwards is Hill, Hodgson, Graham, Burgess, Whitehead. O'Loughlin is the captain and the coach is Wayne Bennett. The Kumul side is David Mead is the skipper at fullback with Olam, Ottio, McDonald, Lowe and the Boas brothers in the halves with Meninga, Seguiaro, Page, Martin, Minoga, Aiden. The coach is former Kumul himself, Michael Murrell.
Well, Scott, what about identifying a couple of players that you're expecting to stand out for us here this afternoon?
Well, the English winger, number 2 in McGilvery, he's been outstanding. That man there, Ase Boas for the PNG Kumuls, is just a born leader with amongst this Kumul side. The ball will be around him most of the time. A lot of the players will come off Boas. He's a good leader. McGilvery, he's been one of the most dynamic wingers in this competition. Behind Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, leading into this game as the most metres in the World Cup so far, and takes a lot of pressure off his forwards, which you need from your big wingers.
Well, they scored. Iran coming into this stage so many more metres than anyone else in this competition.
1, 2, 2. Got that one, yes. All good.
So England will get us started here in this 4th and final World Cup game. There's our referee, James Child, in charge for this game, which will start in the bright sunshine here in Melbourne. Been a beautiful day. Temperature still beyond the mid-20s. Nice crowd, nice atmosphere.
Got it.
As the sudden death stage continues, apart from the ball falling off the mount. And Gareth Widdop playing back at fullback again today as he did against France last week. Let's go. England against Papua New Guinea, and the Kumuls to get the footy first. James Graham quickly up there in defence, and defensively he's been outstanding in this tournament. Can the Kumuls establish some dominance up the middle? That's Luke Page. Sam Burgess with his arms wrapped around him. They cross their own 30-metre line. Boas. Stumbling, and was Paul Ayton, the 32-year-old, 5 short of halfway. Last tackle for the Kumuls, opening set of 6 of the game. Widdop's back there for England on his own 10-metre line. The chase looks good from the Kumuls, led by Seguiaro. And England will start their first set of 6 on their own 20.
Energetic set, and it's one area that the Kumuls really need to rely on here this afternoon, Andrew, is their kick chase. They've got to kick early with this big English forward pack, turn them around early and trust the enthusiasm and the aggression they have in their kick chase. They've started off well.
Good first hit up from James Graham, approaching halfway. Took 4 to put him down. Sam Burgess. Quick hands, O'Loughlin. Great pass away to Gale. Early trouble for PNG. Mead missed him. Still going Gale. There's Sam Burgess. And the cover comes. Gee, that was nearly a bomb try for the English. And David Mead in back plays in all sorts for PNG. The trainer instantly calling for help, and as we can see there, he's not sure which day it is, David Mead. Heavy contact, Scott Sattler.
Well, it's beautiful ball movement here from Burgess and O'Loughlin, but look at the way that David Mead, the fullback, just puts his body on the line here, all contact, and gets the shoulder of Luke Gale right on the chin, and he's in a lot of trouble, has not moved.
Well, we could see there, he was in all sorts of trouble on his way down to the deck, wasn't he? David Mead just got into that unfortunate position with his head careering into Luke Gale's shoulder, where it looked like England was going to score a try. They appeared to have 3 on 1. Out to the left. There's Stargroth Armin warming up, and David Mead to his feet. You'd imagine an HIA might be required here for David. The captain won't want to go off, but he's got no choice.
Well, it's the natural instinct of the rugby league player. As soon as you come around, your head is a little bit more clearer, not as cloudy. You don't want to leave your teammates out on the field. You feel as though that you're failing them, but We've got these fantastic laws in place now. Stargrowth Armin, the fullback coming on, he's a very good player. He plays for the PNG Hunters in the Intrust Super Cup.
So England still on the attack. Brown, Widdop, quick hands, Watkins. Great cover defence by PNG. Well, that means a lot early in the game, doesn't it? We saw England score after, 2.5 minutes against France. Vital for the Kumuls to stay in this game as long as they can, and that was wonderful cover defence.
Well, they just trusted each other. The inside defender, they got across. They knew that their inside man was going to cover them. Look at the enthusiasm. They get across, they attack the men, and they attack in their defence, Andrew. They take the fight to you and then back their inside players that they're going to be there for them. So a good defensive set, good for their confidence early on also.
They've only conceded 2 tries so far in the World Cup, and they crossed their 20-metre line. Let's check in down at ground level with the man who scored more points than anyone in the history of Rugby League World Cup games, Ryan Girdler.
Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Just had a good look at David Mead. Look, he looked okay. Obviously, looked shaken up, but I'd imagine he'll pass that test and he'll be back okay. It's 28 degrees down here, boys. A little bit of breeze from the southeast. So that's from the right of your screen. Look, they had some heavy rain down here last night. So the surface is a little wet, a little heavy underfoot, which will obviously suit the Englishmen just a little bit better. A lot of PNG fans have travelled across too to watch their team down south. So they've got plenty of support here. Should be a good afternoon.
All right, Ryan, as England now take it beyond their own 20-metre line. It's a good recovery set from the Kumuls. Callum Watkins over his own 30. Hill. Good defence down low by Paul Aton. Clearing kick from Gale. That's Armin who came on for David Mead. He'll be hoping it has another couple of bounces. It does. 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set for PNG. He nearly took that just before it crossed the dead ball line, but he did well in the end. Stargrowth Armin.
There's good patience by Armin. What the PNG Kumuls really need to do, they need to use as many angles as possible, off the halves, off Seguiara at the dummy half. Try and move these big English forwards side to side as much as possible.
Noga. Luke Page into Hill he goes. They creep into English territory, the Kumuls. Aton. 32 metres out. Watson Boas. Testing kick for Widdop. The chase is strong. It's taken by the Kumuls. Coming away with it is Kato Otio, but it's been lost. An opportunity for the Kumuls. Changeover, and England will get the ball back. They survive 10 metres out for their own line.
Oh, wow. We nearly had an unbelievable start to this game. And England have been so good at starting their games, but it looks as though that the Kumuls could have offered the first shot here. Good kicking game also. They've been coming out to the right-hand side with Asay Boas. They went back to the left-hand side and tried with Watson. So asking questions of Gareth Widdop as a fullback, of which side of the field that he sits.
Tackle 3, go back, play the ball, Sean, don't move forward.
Widdop played the first 2 tests of his career at fullback. Hadn't played there until last Sunday. Graham. Bateman. Great tackle by Justin Olling. Did well to keep that alive.
Goal held. Penalty. Goal held.
He's ruling a penalty, his referee child saying called held. Penalty goes against John Bateman. And that's an advantage to PNG on halfway. It's a great tackle by Olam. It's a harsh call. So this is what happened. He came through it, just knocked it onto Gareth Widdop and lost the ball on the way down. Kato Otio.
Looked as though the Widdop actually touched that first into the Kumuls player.
Reece Martin, 34 metres away. Full set of 6 to attack the Kumuls. Page on the burst. That's the 20-metre line you can see of England. Watson Boas. Ooh, juggle. Well held in the end. The Cummels on the attack here against England. Arce Boas. Armin. Away goes to McDonald. Keeps it live back to Armin. Only 6 metres away with a couple of tackles up their sleeve. O'Loughlin made the tackle in the end. McDonald. Arce Boas to Page. Last tackle coming up for PNG. Big test on the English goal line. Martin. McDonald. Off the ground to Seguiaro. Off the upright. Great hands by Gareth Widdop, and England escape. A scoreless game after the opening 7.5 minutes. They threw a bit at them, Papua New Guinea, and England's defence held up firm with great wherewithal from Gareth Widdop to pick up the kick. Having an outstanding World Cup, Jermaine McGilvery. Within 11 and halfway goes Graham. Looking for a 40-20, Hodgson. He's got a nice bounce. He's got a 40-20. Great stuff, Josh Hodgson. The English hooker. He does that on a regular basis for the Canberra Raiders in the NRL. And that was brilliantly done out of dummy half, presenting a wonderful opportunity for England.
Well, he faked it well because Stargrowth O'Mean had come out to his right-hand side, expecting the number 7, Luke Gale, to take the kick.
That's Gale directing traffic now back to Widdop. Good tackle over the top there by Meninga. Hill. Brown. O'Loughlin. Enthusiastic defence by PNG, defending their own goal line. Luke Gale. Delayed pass, Brown. Bateman, good hands. Away went the Hall, intercept by Luke Page. Gee, they're scrambling well out by the Cummels.
That's great desperation. What the Cummels do, the Papua New Guinea players, what they do to you defensively is they put you in a false sense of security where you think you've got space while they hold off you, but their winger jams in and tries to break every rib in your body. They've done that on a couple of occasions now. It's been Olive every time.
Sean.
Meninga's tackle. 25 out from his own line. Short side on the last on their own 30. Can Widdop get there on the full? No. Gee, that's a good kick. Widdop's got it under control. The chase from Ottio. There's only 3 Englishmen on side for that play the ball.
2, really smooth, work back. Go, Reasonable square.
McGilvery. What's new? He beats the first 1 and 2 and has support as well. Watkins to halfway. Armin the tackle. Great catch, Hodgson. Tap, knock on. For Papua New Guinea, England will get a scrum feed. On halfway. This is thriller-minute stuff in the opening 10 minutes.
Oh, this is great. Watson Boas gets called out of the marker position, so he doesn't make contact with the defender. Just there, you see him pull out. Probably in a perfect world, he should have made that tackle, but McGilvray uses his speed, and it's good support here also from Hodgson, but it's a big play here from Gary Lowe. He had to make it.
That was an all-or-nothing play, wasn't it, from the Cummels winger?
Wait, mate. Second row. Wait. Second row. Tell you what, mate, no rush. Wait. Heads in. Ball. Get ball. Out.
They're all to the left. Gale proving elusive early on. Taken there by Martin. Bateman. Aiton with the clean-up work. Page and Aiton are penalised. Quick tap by Hodgson, but no, not yet. He'll have to bring it back just beyond the 20-metre line of the Cummels. Would he stay on the attack here, Scott?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's been a pretty brutal opening 11.5 minutes. And we saw on that kick chase recently from the PNG Cummels, It took a long time for the English to get back, but they've taken the quick tap. They're going to trust their instincts.
Move, Luke! Hold, Reece.
Only 12 metres out. Gale. The defence just up in their face. They nearly thought triangle. There's nowhere to go. Sam Burgess. So close. Midway through the tackle count. We just got a bit of a shove there. And another penalty goes to England.
Wait, Sam.
Josh Hodgson just saying, let's just calm down a bit. Now Sam Burgess takes the tackle. Bateman. So yet another set of 6 on the Kumuls goal line. Can they keep holding on? Hodgson to Gale. Quickly out the back. O'Loughlin to Widdop to Watkins to McGilvery. And England open the scoring. Jermaine McGilvery. His 5th try of the 2017 World Cup. Beautiful slick move to the right. And England score to take a 4-0 lead over PNG.
Yeah, just too much pressure down this end. But the Kumuls, they had 5 defenders on the short side. They had too many defenders compared to the attackers. And when you have that overlap, he gets an early ball. McGilvery will score that every time.
England 4, PNG 0. Jermaine McGilvery, as we mentioned earlier, coming into the pool rounds, no one had ran for more metres than him. He scored 2 tries in the second half last week against France, the Huddersfield Flyer. It made 8 line breaks coming into this quarter-final. He's proved extremely elusive on the right wing for England right throughout this World Cup competition. And after a gallant defensive effort, he opens the scoring for England.
He's been dynamic, hasn't he? The Huddersfield winger. One of those players that you think that made a transition to the National Rugby League that I think he'd handle it quite easily, Andrew.
Well, now it's Gareth Widdop. Shooting at only 62% in this World Cup. Tough one to start with. No good. So it's England in front of PNG after 13.5 minutes, 4 points to 0.
Yeah, it's been really smart play by the English outside backs. Look, what they're trying to do is get their attackers one-on-one and make these PNG defenders make decisions. That time it was Audio. Just came in on the wrong man, left the overlap, and haven't we seen McGilvery go in for some nice tries this tournament? They're going to need to fix that. It's been a ploy that English side have come here to do. They've been successful with probably their first try, and I think they'll be seeing a lot more traffic down those edges.
The weighted possession proved costly in the end, didn't it? And England will get another chance.
What they do really well, the Kumuls, is they use their athleticism defensively to get up into your defensive line, your attacking line, I should say. But if you give themselves a little bit more depth throughout the game and just vary your width also, they will get a lot more tries like that, England. But if they continue to remain flat, the PNG Kumuls will just get up in their face all afternoon.
Line, guys.
Well, this is an area the PNG are going to have to be careful of. They need at least an even weight of possession, and they've conceded 3 penalties in a row. England over halfway through. James Graham. They certainly appear to have the bulk of possession in this opening quarter hour. O'Loughlin, Gale, Burgess. Straight past Ase Boas.
Keep coming, James.
Nifty pick up there from Hodgson. Lost in the McDonald tackle, and the Kumuls come away with it through Paul Ayton.
0! Move, Luke!
Just out from their own 20, the Kumuls. Gary Lowe, most popular man in certainly Port Moresby over the opening 3 rounds of the competition.
2! Move!
It's their own 40-metre line, PNG. Moses Meninga. Luke Page, another good run. Powerful start to the game from Page. 2 tackles left, Kumuls. Ase Boas. Reece Martin. Nowhere to go for Justin Olam. Last tackle, Kumuls. Ase Boas. Widdop loses it. Back to England. That's offside and a penalty to the Kumuls. So at worst here, they'll get a repeat set 12 metres out and right in front.
Well, the kicking game is proving to be quite a difficult one for Gareth Widdop. Not only are they finding distance in their kicks, but they're putting a lot of pressure in with the high balls as well. And this is coming through again, having two kickers either side of the ruck, whether it's Assay or Watson Boas.
Meninga with the first hit up, 10 metres out from the line. Can they hit straight back? Page. Another strong run. Assay Boas. Nino McDonald. Covers good for England. 8 metres out. Aton. Nowhere to go up the middle. Seguiaro, Page, they're ready for him that time. You can see the goal line, last tackle for the Kumuls. They come right, Seguiaro, not a great kick, dived on easily by England. And Hill, the big front rower, comes up with it for the team that's in front, 4 points to 0. Back over their own 20, England. Hall. Try scoring machine for England, Ryan Hall. Great tackle by Meninga, but it's another penalty. Markers weren't square on, and a penalty goes to England again.
Yeah, they're losing the ruck, the Kumuls, when England are coming out of their own danger zone. You just see here Meninga just to the side of the play the balls because they're not getting that one-on-one contact and dominating that initial contact.
Just got to tidy it up. 3 in the row for one marker. That's where it is. All right.
Paul Aton called out there, captaining with David Mead. We're just awaiting news on his HIA. In fact, let's check in. Ryan Girdler, what have you got for us?
Yeah, it's not good news, boys. He won't be back today, so the skipper for PNG will not take part in this game this afternoon.
Well, a massive blow for the Kumuls. David Mead not coming back. He went off in the second minute as his head collected the shoulder of Luke Gale trying to make the tackle. Hill. Graham. Gale. Delayed the pass. Offload to Graham. England looking menacing. Only halfway through the tackle count. O'Loughlin, Brown. This is trouble. Widdop to Watkins. Oh, what a pass! McGilvery over in the corner for England. They get their second try. Brilliant passing. And Jermaine McGilvery gets his second try of the day, his 6th of the 2017 World Cup. England up by 8.
Well, it's their go-to side, isn't it, for England with McGilvery, and why wouldn't it be? But you just see here the Kumuls, they don't get off their try line all that much. It's only about 4 or 5 metres, and that allows you to be on your heels, and it's a great flick pass there out to the man to score his double for the afternoon.
England 8, PNG 0. We mentioned Scott was just a brilliant pass, and Jermaine McGilvery. Again, he scored the very first try of the World Cup on this ground against Australia a month ago now, and he's been dangerous ever since. And he was there backing up that wonderful pass from the Leeds and English setter Callum Watkins. But McGilvery we've seen so many great wingers in this World Cup. I'm not sure we've seen any.
He's been a standout, hasn't he, McGilvery? I spoke about him last week, Andrew. I likened him to a Wendell Sailor. So good in the finishes, agile in his footwork and his change of direction. But when he comes through the middle and helps his forwards out, always makes really good meters.
Missed it again, Gareth Widdop, across the face of goal. So 2 unconverted tries, but midway through the first half, it's England 8, PNG 0.
Yeah, McGilvery might have finished that one off, but put it down to Callum Watkins there. His ability to get on the outside of Audio, drawing Gary Lowe. Beautiful centre play, and then what a ball to finish.
A little bit of Ryan Girdler about that. Robbie Beckett, the great left winger for Penrith Panthers, used to get a lot of those passes from Girdler.
was a regular feature of his game, especially in that game against Russia where he scored 46 points. Good take by Widdop. Had work to do, didn't he? There's one of the replacements on for PNG making the tackle, Rod Griffin. Commonwealth have given away a few penalties. Can they stay with England here?
And you just see that there, just again, that first contact not being won by the Commonwealth players. It puts so much pressure on your defence. Again, Seguiaro falling off the initial tackle.
Hodgson, Graham, Gale, Bateman. Oh, you don't see that very often. Ryan Hall spilling it. He may have had big eyes for that one as the ball is lost. And PNG will benefit from that English mistake.
It's like he had too much time here, Ryan Hall. Olam and McDonald, they really held off and just wanted to push him towards the sideline.
So David Mead failing the HIA. He only lasted 90 seconds of this quarter-final. I might be barred from interviewing players before games. The Irish 5/8 went down last week after 20 minutes.
It's a huge loss.
That's a massive loss.
Speaking to one of their trainers, Johnny Wilshire, earlier on before the game, Andrew, is just saying about how inspirational he's been and motivating he's been as a leader amongst these men.
Aton.
Surrender!
But as you say, Scott, this is the part of the field the English are starting to dominate. Martin. To the halfway strike. Stanton Albert. Off the bench into the action. Last tackle for PNG. Watson Boas. They target McGilvery. In the end, it was a very good take by Ottio, but it's a change over to England just outside their own 20.
Surrender! Sound, hold.
That's Ryan Hall. Right in centre field, his own 40-metre line. Ooh, Chris Hill gets the dropsies. Commonwealth's back in possession. We saw this a bit last week against France, didn't we? A few lost balls from England when they managed to get right on top. Well, this should be a Commonwealth scrum feed.
And you spoke earlier on about the possession, about how it's got to be an even race for the Commonwealths to be in this game. And now it's started, a couple of times now they've dropped the ball. It's starting to even up that possession. And we saw the completion race just then. Continue to give the Commonwealths an equal share of the ball. Funnily enough, their last 15 minutes is their strongest period of the game, Andrew.
Just wait, I say. Second row, yeah. Heads in, James. Ball. Out.
Amin, he came on for David Mead.
Move, get square.
See there Tom Burgess on for his first hit out. Minoga. Ottio. Good offload away there to Griffin.
Two shot.
Ooh, wins a penalty in a sloppy play of the ball, Rod Griffin. Back-to-back sets for the Commonwealths.
And you can see what happens when there's an offload second phase play. And it was William Minoga that created that first one. Everyone just gets on board, and that's a great shot there on Albert.
Tom Burgess making his presence felt early. There's Griffin. 10 metres out from the English goal line. Set to the right. Arce Boas beats the first. Oh, intercept! Look out! England looking for their third try through. Gale beat the first. Can't beat Olam. And he's a monster to the turf after all of that. But England in a great position here. Kevin Brown. Bang! Amin came in on him. Players rush in. Amin quickly to his feet.
Big We see here, I mean, just again, a bit like David Mead, just put his body on the line. It's a legal shot.
It's not a shoulder charge. The hand was out. What happened here, though?
Well, it's Watson Boas that's come in while the player's on the ground. There's nothing wrong with the play per se, but the opposition, the English, have taken offence to a man on the ground who they believe is injured. And Boas just comes in to finish him off.
It would have been ugly had he aimed that at his head. As we see Kevin Brown there cop the shot from Armin. No problem with that. He's to his feet, Kevin Brown. Will Watson Boas be penalised?
You've got to let us referee the game. We've got tackle 2, it's been reviewed, it's tackle 2. I don't want players from both sides rushing in. It's all good, just let us control it. It's tackle 2 here. We've had a look, Sean. So yeah, it's tackle 2. Yeah. Where is it?
In the end, much to do about nothing, no penalty.
Kevin.
It'll be tackle 2 for England.
Right call also.
Kev.
But it goes back to that intercept where PNG were looking dangerous.
He had to take that intercept, didn't he, Gale? Because there's a big overlap.
Yeah, so play the ball. Tackle 2. Here we are, guys. James. Rod!
What we're not seeing from PNG is an enormous amount of tackle breaks. Now, in the group stage, they had many more than any other team in the competition. They had 179. England had 91. But it's England dominating. Here's Alex Walmsley. Adrian Morley's favourite.
Averaging a line break every 5 minutes. The Cummels.
Tom Burgess. Not today yet.
Hold.
You can see the post. Gale. Burgess, Sam. Aggressive defence. Last tackle, England. Did he lose control there? He did. Knock on against Sam Burgess. 6 drop ball from England, and it's keeping the Cummels in the game.
Very un-Wayne Bennett-like coach side, because it's all about simplicity with Wayne and making sure that you complete your sets. It looks as though that had a little bit of a hand there from the Cummels player. What I am watching with interest is we see Wayne Bennett there. He wouldn't be really happy with the first 26 minutes. But Nene McDonald on this right-hand side, he's getting up into the defensive line, the attacking line of the English side. He's got to be careful, because if he leaves his inside defender and Boas one-on-one with a bigger man,
the hooker strikes first.
Could spell points for England.
Hooker strikes first. Heads in. Ball. Out.
Shocking blue there from Papua New Guinea.
Knock-ons.
10 out from their own goal line, and that just presents an opportunity for England 10 metres out. The mistake this time comes on tackle 1.
it has been probably the one area that has really let the Cummels down. Has been their ball security.
Nice and tidy this set.
That was Otio, the centre. Can't get a much better position in the field to attack than right here, can you? 10 metres out, right in centre field.
Heads in, Josh. Head, James.
England looking for its third.
Out.
This is where they've caused trouble. Watkins. Seguiaro is there.
Move. Line.
McGilvery's already scored 2 tries on the right wing for England. Walmsley.
Surrender.
Big St Helens prop hits the deck. 3 metres away. Hodgson. O'Loughlin. Back to Sam Burgess. Sam Burgess! Just short.
Move. Forward.
They're set to the right.
Play the ball.
Walmsley. Walmsley! No, he's just held short.
Go.
O'Loughlin. Brown can't handle it. Another drop ball by England. And the Cummels will be gaining some confidence from this, that their line's being peppered and they've only conceded 2 tries.
Just juvenile errors from England. They've gone down that right-hand side and they had another opportunity then. Again, the Cummels had so many defenders around that play the ball and on the short side that if they get clean, crisp ball to the right-hand edges, they're going to get points every time. They've done it on 2 occasions. And it's come up trumps.
Heads in. Ball. Out.
Very good defence, but one of the corners on the line with a bigger man like Walmsley coming through the middle.
They keep showing up. Can they jag something? The half-hour mark. Great speed here, coming from Lowe. Watching Seguiaro make that break. Martin. Tom Burgess. Ensuring he can go no further than the 20-metre line. Albert. Great attacking position here for the Kumuls, looking for their first try of the day. Arce Boas. Watson Boas. Ottio. Great defence out wide. Last tackle for the Kumuls. Good hands by Widdop. It was left with the second rower, Willie Minoga. And Gareth Widdop was there to swoop on the ball for England again.
They've just lost their way, especially down in that 10-metre zone, attacking the try line. They've lost their way on the last tackle options. It's twice now that they haven't come up with a result. But it was a gorgeous offload by the Olam, the winger, I should say, onto Seguiaro, and that's what they've got to rely on. They've got to rely on those offloads, those second phase plays.
Strong run by Tom Burgess. Last tackle though for England. Clearing kick by Gale. Lower's back there. Oh, he's lost the ball. Danger time. Walmsley drops it as well. It's like a cake of soap. And that is a costly drop from Gary Lowe, who hasn't really moved since he spilt the footy. Maybe it's not how many mistakes, but where you make them. Spilled straight out of his hands.
But again, they're just juvenile errors, aren't they? Shouldn't be happening at this level.
So still down Gary Lowe. Heavy impact by Gale, but he'd already dropped the footy, Lowe, at that point. Let's check in downstairs. Ryan Girdler, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, they had to be really good in those areas, didn't they, today, if they were going to cause England lots of headaches. 66%. There's been their average completion rate over the past 3 contests. They're dropping down below that number again today. 15 errors has been their average in the last 3 games as well, and they're getting up around that mark again. So it's just part of their game that they need to get right. They need to simplify, make sure they hold on to the footy, and as you said, Andrew, especially coming out of trouble, presenting England way too many opportunities.
Wait. Guys, sort it out. Stand up. Sorry, guys, just stand up. You need to get your front row sorted. Yeah, that's it. Heads in, come on, bend your back. All right, mate. Out! Let's go.
All set to the left. Sam Burgess. Bullocking run.
Move, line.
And the Kumuls possibly defend their own line again. That's Kurt Baptiste. Walmsley. He might have got there, Alex Walmsley. The big front rower. Adrian Morley's favourite. Thinks he scored.
Have a try. Just checking grounding, please.
Second tackle looking for grounding. Video ref to director. Just looking for grounding there. Thanks, Alex. See the ball there, Benny? Can't see it yet. There it is. Got the ball in possession. Okay, it's got to the line there. You got something from head on, mate? A little bit quicker for us. Yeah, something from that other corner, perhaps. So there are our best angles, Alex. You go back to the first one, mate. We'll make a call on that. So you can see he's in possession here. And ball gets to the line. Just follow it through so we can see the ball again. There it is there. Okay, got a decision going to the board.
gets its third and lead PNG 12-0. Well, the ball just appeared to hit the ground short of the goal line. Momentum takes it over the goal line to give England their third try of the day here in Melbourne. And Gareth Widdop trotting back onside, having scored, kicked the conversion, and England up to a 14-0 lead.
Well, the big St Helens front rower in Walmsley, 6'5", 6'6", he stands and runs like an outside back, and spoke at the start of the game about the challenge that the PNG Kumuls are always going to have with the size of this English side, and it just shows there right on the try line. It's just size and physicality wins the battle.
Well, and against a team like England, you keep dropping the ball on your own goal line. First tackle, you're going to pay a price at the end of the day. 3 tries for England. Graham. Good tackle, Arce Boas. It's the English 40-metre line. Sam Burgess heavily involved, returning from that knee injury. Huge boost for England. Just short of halfway. Walmsley. Straight past Griffin there. Last tackle for England. Oh dear. Bit silly coming back onside. They look flustered, the Kumuls. And England on the last tackle get a penalty.
Just keep marching forward, don't they? With their big 5 players in the forward pack. What I am really impressed with England is when they're going forward, whether it's Graham, whether it's Burgess, Walmsley, whoever it is, they're going ahead in numbers. They're asking questions of the Kumuls defensive line. They're taking defensive players out of the line by doing it.
Tom Burgess. He sets a huge set of 6 in the context of the game right here. You can see the goal line that PNG are defending. Brown. Walmsley trying to do it again. Help from Whitehead. And Callum Watkins tackle. Graham, Brown, Gale. Good pass away there to Bateman. Great defence. And PNG come up with a footy again.
Nene McDonald, again, gets out of his line when his man gets the ball in the hands. He just engages with him, and he's being over-aggressive, which is what they need, is an offload here to Boas.
Now it's with Amin, who came on in the 2nd minute for the captain, David Mead, who failed an HIA. Huge blow for the Kumuls. Gary Lowe. His own 30-metre line.
Stand, Paul James.
And they get something going here just before half-time. Minoga.
The biggest concern is they're very one-dimensional, aren't they, when they're coming out of their own end. It's easy pickings for the defence, especially when you've got a big forward pack.
They approach halfway. That's Griffin playing it. Watson Boas. Widdop's there. Oh, great. Widdop. Wonderful chase from Watson Boas. They've had 1 or 2 good kicks for the Kumuls, but Widdop's covered everything so far pretty much as McGilvery approaches halfway. It's been good having Watkins, just as I say that he loses it. It's allegedly backwards for Elliot Whitehead. McGilvery to halfway. Flat pass to Graham. Ooh, was forward. If you're around the ground, thought it might have been a little bit forward, and it's going to be another incomplete set for England, despite the fact that they lead 14-0.
Horrible completion rate from England. 12 from 21 sets. Good call there by the on-field referee. And it's lucky it was too, again, because James Graham was going to the line with a lot of support on the outside. If he got a quick play the ball then,
strikes first, yeah.
The play was on. The next play down this left-hand side.
Come on, Elliot.
That highlights what you're saying, Scott. 12 out of 21 for England, 11 out of 15 for PNG. But at least 2 of those for the Kumuls have happened on their own goal line. Krummels at some point are going to have to make England pay.
And that's the play there, the angles. Late angles, bring it back against the grain.
Aton, 37 metres out, where he's tackled by Tom Burgess and Elliot Whitehead. Griffin. 30 metres out. Alberts. Right on the English 20. Chance here for the Krummels late in the half. Ase Boas. Amin. Defence too strong from England. Last tackle, 10 metres out. Baptiste short side. Away it comes to the winger, Justin Olam, but he's just short. Change over to England, and their superior defence just holding on there.
Good defence, but I like the unpredictability. Everyone thought it was going to come out to the open, but they go down the short side with Baptiste. And yes, they turn the ball over in the corner, but at least they're throwing something different at this English defence.
How big is it for this PNG side, though? They've played those emotional games at home, full house crowds, delirious support in PNG, and all of a sudden you've got to get out of that pattern and cross over to Australia, to Melbourne, to play a Tier 1 team.
Sometimes it's not a bad feeling to get out of that bubble and just get away and let the pressure get off you a little bit, but then you come to these big stadiums and these big cities, and it's how you handle the occasion. And you have to address that really early on. And from accounts, all accounts, David Mead has been outstanding with that.
Another lost ball. Josh Hodgson, is that an air swing? So PNG will be rushing to this scrum, or they should be, because there's just inside a minute left.
I think he kicked his own play.
Time off. Got to stay in those positions now. Got to stay
Whoops.
in those positions.
The ground, not the ball.
Turf toe.
Hooker first. Heads in. Ready? Ball. Out.
They kick early. Otio flying through. Audio and Winnip. A bit of a shove out the way. Audio gets there. What a try to PNG, but there might have been a shove on Winnip.
Time off with no tackle. But no try. We're checking for a push and grounding, please.
PNG celebrates, but will they be denied?
We've got a kick there first, Alex. Can you just get them on side? And then we'll go through and look for a possible push.
Again, the right play. Unpredictable. Use your speed on the outside.
Okay, so on the boot there. Chase is good on the outside and follow through from there. So just slow it down here, slow it down here. Yep. I'm not liking that first angle. You can show me another one, mate, that'd be great. Okay, nice and slow here. Okay. Something from the back's better, mate, if you've got something closer. But okay, so you can go shoulder to shoulder here, but he can't push in the way that he does there. So, okay, that's as far as we need to go, mate. We've got a decision.
PNG pay the price for the audio push on Gareth Winnip. Just possibly put the ball on the touching goal line anyway. Thrilling play, as you say, it was the right play. You can go in with your shoulder, but you can't go in with your arm extended like that.
He read it beautifully, but didn't he, Gareth Widdop? He addressed what was going on in the front line first and left at the perfect time to get to that ball.
So another penalty to England as the siren sounds. England will have one play. He takes the easy route there, Callum Watkins. Not something he's done often today. He's had a blinder. So has England. 3 tries in the first half despite a lot of handling mistakes. They go into the sheds, leading PNG 14 points to 0.
Friday afternoon at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. Friday night will be the first semi-final. The Kangaroos up against Fiji. And beautiful conditions for rugby league this afternoon. It's around 29 degrees as we rejoin our commentators.
Well, here at Melbourne Rectangular Stadium for the second half of this fourth and final Rugby League World Cup 2017 quarter-final. And it's England in front by 14 points to 0. Three tries in that first half to England. 2 to Jermaine McGilvray, 1 to Alex Walmsley and Gareth Widdop, 1 goal from 3 attempts. And the Kumuls team, as we see Kurt Baptiste looking for a way through this English defence and looking for a way to stop the errors that have been made coming out of their own goal line, and to make up for the fact that captain David Mead lasted just 90 seconds here today. The second half underway. The Kumuls with all the work before them, trailing 14 points to 0, and Alex Walmsley with an aggressive first hit up for England, taking play over his own 20-metre line. England will be looking to fix their completion rate. It's Roby on the field in a dummy half. Graham to halfway. Walmsley again, being dynamic off the bench. Last tackle for England. Luke Gale. Pressure on Amin. Did well. Stargroth, Amin. With a 14-point break here, Scott Sattler. First points are going to be absolutely crucial in the second half.
Well, it could go two ways for the Kumuls, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to put the cue on the rack because they are so determined with everything they do. But they can get through to an arm wrestle, which is not going to help them when they turn the ball over so easily, as Willie Minoga just did then, and put themselves under pressure. But I'm pretty sure that Wayne Bennett, I anticipate that he would have just reminded everyone about their roles, the importance of winning the possession and get their heads back into the game for this second half.
Well, England now presented with an opportunity with that Minoga drop ball. Walmsley. Aton with a tackle. Great attacking position. Gale to the right, they've been dangerous. Hodgson, Widdop knocked down there by Ottio, the centre. It'll be 6 more tackles for England. Roby with it. Can't make the tackle, Ottio. 20 metres out. In effect, it's a 7-tackle set now for England. Gale. Sam Burgess. Needed 3 to knock him down. 12 metres out. Try here for England could be devastating for the Kumuls. Walmsley.
Opportunity on the left.
Their best work has come to the right, but they set deep to the left. Gale takes them on himself and nearly over the line in the tackle of Griffin. There's James Graham untouched, but it was a forward pass. No try, second time a pass to Graham has gone forward, and the Kumuls just hanging in there. They'll have a scrum feet 10 metres out.
Well, it came too easy, didn't it? The number 7, Luke Gale, takes the line on. It's a quick play, the ball. And Burgess, he does walk backwards, Burgess, which makes it look like it goes forward, but I don't know.
I reckon that angle says yes. Just forward to Graham, who would have scored untouched. So early on, second half, a couple of errors, 14-0 to England. Let's check in downstairs with Ryan Girdler.
Yeah, that looked all good from down here, boys. Just the messages from half-time. England's Wayne Bennett said that it was a clear message. If they don't score, we win. Wasn't overly concerned about their poor ball control in the first half, but said discipline and defence will win this game. From the PNG rooms, well, it was all about one-on-one defence. They've missed 22 tackles in that first half, which is unacceptable. Discipline's also been poor, as has ball control coming out of their own end.
Just move! Ball. James Booth.
Justin Olam, who's put down. Ottio up the middle. Now it's Nene McDonald's turn. The back's doing the work of the forwards. Ended up going 10 metres backwards. Minoga with a recovery. Good run too. Short of halfway. Rod Griffin creeps into English territory. Last tackle for the Kumuls.
Alex, hold.
Asi Boas. Widdop. And oncoming steam train in James Seguiaro, but he's barely missed a beat again in the one jersey, Gareth Widdop, as Ryan Hall takes it over his own 20.
I started to question last week against France. I can understand the method of the madness by putting Widdop at fullback and giving Luke Gale a little bit more game time. But I always thought his best position was always going to be in the number 6 jersey. The ball in his hands a lot more than what he's getting at the moment, but he's proving his number 1 jersey. Could be his through the finals if they win this game.
Sam Burgess. Oh, he's lost it. Another mistake from England. We get the feeling Widdop would have been in 6 had Johnny Lomax not been hurt. McDonald taken by his St George Illawarra teammate Widdop. Watson Boas. Directed his run straight at Gale, 30 metres out from the English line. Albert.
Still 1 out. They need to be going together in numbers.
Baptiste to Griffin. Easy for the English defence. Early try in this second half for PNG could change the nature of the game. Watson Boas. Great tackle, Whitehead and Graham. Inside the English 10. 2 tackles left. Audio beautifully read in defence by Callum Watkins. Last tackle, PNG. Watson Boas gets a dreadful pass from Baptiste. They made a meal of the last play again, PNG. And England start the set of 6 just inside their own 20.
Yeah, disappointing. Really disappointing. Now there's an opportunity here with a quick play the ball from Hall down the left-hand side if they continue to go that way.
She's been good, Watkins. There's Hall backing up. Important tackle made there by Reece Martin just into PNG territory. Roby. Sam Burgess. Graham running off Widdop. William Minogue with a tackle. Chuckle from Hodgson. Inside the 20 they go with 2 tackles left here, England. Hodgson. Widdop. Watkins. Smothering defence. Last tackle for England. Juggle from McGilvery. Lost it. Not a juggle, not a successful one anyway. So England can't complete another set of 6. And PNG will survive that raid with a scrum feed 15 out from their own line.
The way both these teams are playing, Andrew, the winner of this game plays Tonga next week in New Zealand. They're not going to worry Tonga too much if they continue with the mindset that they're in. What the Kumuls are really struggling with is getting that 1-2 punch. They make one opportunity. How can they back it up? How can they turn into a try-scoring opportunity? That's what they're struggling with at the moment. England, well, it's just obvious, just silly errors.
We saw the replay. McGilvery didn't lose that. As another mistake from the PNG bench. This time it's Stanton Albert. Sam for the play the ball. Sam Burgess now. Cut out passes forward and over the touchline, and England make a meal of it again. Dear oh dear, the errors continue to mount.
Now he's thrown a horrible pass here, Sam Burgess, and he did a great job to get himself involved, but he took it upon himself defensively when the Kumuls had the ball to try and turn the intensity of this game. He gets out of the line on Albert, puts a great shot at him out of the blind side, which forces Albert to turn the ball over. Then he put himself in the position from an attacking point of view. Good vision, it was the right play, just the poor execution.
So England lost their advantage with that.
Ball out. James up. Hold. Hold.
Defence rushing in there on the second row. Willie Minogue just outside the PNG 20.
I've seen them do it on many occasions, the PNG sides, that if you continue to give them possession, they will hijack the game. And before you know it, 10 minutes to go, it'll be a 2-point game.
Reece Martin with the break. Bateman all over him. Mind you, it's a bit different coming up against a defence like England. And PNG are just making so many mistakes in their own half that they're not giving themselves any hope. James Graham. Venture to say most of their errors have come in their own territory, the Kumuls. Wormsley. Another drop ball. Here's a break. Over the 40. That's Watson Boas with it. Great tackle on Watson Boas. England struggling to get back though. Low. Ottio. Did they take the right option, the Kumuls? 12 metres out. Seguiaro. Watson Boas. But the covering defence from England just too strong and smothering.
They need to come back that tackle before, back down that same side the break was made.
Seguiaro. How many questions can they pose to this English defence? Not many at the moment. Griffin. Right in front, 8 metres out, 2 tackles left. Terrible pass from Baptiste. Play on for England. And it's James Roby who's tackled.
Yeah, the advantage is going to be played here. And again, I'll allude back to the point where I say that the knockout punch, they're struggling with the knockout punch. They're making the incisive runs and creating enough opportunities. They just get that really good field position where they need to finish it off with polish, and they lack that at the moment.
So completions, 2 out of 7 in the second half for England, 1 out of 6 for the Kumuls. A bit hard when you're 14-0 down, and there's the error rate. Neither coach, Michael Marham or Wayne Bennett, will be remotely pleased.
Let's form up. Hooker first. Loose forward. Nice and close. Stay there. Ball in. Out. One. Move. Get square, Reece. Two. Move. Hold.
Running strongly all day, Bateman. I think it's his first touch in the second half, and it's a mighty one by McGilvery. 8 metres into PNG territory. I think they'll be happy to get to a completion here. Last tackle, England. Gale. Amin. Just got a bump there from Ben Curry, who's just come onto the field, and an automatic penalty goes to the Kumuls.
Well, it was a smart play by Amin because he didn't actually really have to jump for the ball. But Billy Slater, if you do jump, there is that odd occasion that you will get some contact made on you and you get a free penalty and get your way out of trouble. So it's a smart play by the fullback.
He had nowhere to go, did he? Curry.
On the phone, Paul.
It's another set from inside their own 20. Let's check in down on the touchline. Ryan Girdler.
Yeah, gee, they're missing David Mead this afternoon, aren't they? If you've watched any of their previous games, he's their go-to man. So when they make those half breaks and they get into some open space, he's the man they go looking for. At the moment, though, they've got a lot of game. They've got a lot of halves on the field. They've got Boas playing in the halves, obviously Watson, and they've also got Baptiste who's come on, and Seguiaro. So there's a lot of talk out there, but not a lot of running. That's what they need. They need some direction.
We just saw there David Mead talking away on the sideline, but to no avail. He'd love to be out there as Albert's tackled on halfway. Darcy Boas. Nearly broke free. Good tackle, Curry. Last tackle, Kumuls. Baptiste with a kick. Winnett with the retrieve. Great chase, Seguiaro. England to start this set under some pressure. That's nearly a front page headline. McGilvery tackled by the first man. Watkins over and then back inside his own 20.
He's had some classy touches, hasn't he, Watkins? Just that late footwork before the defensive line always puts him under two minds.
Roby's been good since coming on. Beats too easily. And up to halfway. It's the last for Gale. Stargroth Armin. Kick and chase coming from the English halfback.
I know they've just got to worry about getting up and get to their kicks at the moment and just getting up the field initially. But what I want to see the Kumuls do when they get up into that attacking area, two really big long flat passes, get the defence to chase them through their speed and turn players under, back against the defence. I think they'll get some rewards.
Luke Page back on the field. He was their best runner of the footy in the first half. Seguiaro, nice delayed pass to Odio. Hodgson awaits. Last tackle for Watson. Boas coming through Armin, ran into the big figure of Graham. And Ryan Hall for England. They won't want to let him go. Beats one. Beats two easily. Beats McDonald. The support comes in Bateman. And great run from Ryan Hall to set all of that up. PNG slow to get back onside. Roby to Widdop. The kick for Curry. It sits up on his chest and England will score. Ben Curry's only been on the field for 5 minutes and he's able to score. Beautifully read by Gareth Widdop. Try will be rewarded or awarded to England. England is rewarded and they lead 18 points to 0.
Well, they've just taught a lesson to the Kumuls, and what happens if you make a break down one side of the field? Come straight back that way to the lazy defenders. But what about the beautiful foresight of Widdop to put the ball on a chain and Curry? The presence of mind to stay out on that edge to score that try.
England now leading PNG 18-0. The French. The Warrington forward. He just had that laid on a platter, didn't he, from Gareth Widdop. 4 tries now for England, but it needed over a quarter of an hour to score their first in the second half here in Melbourne.
It was just perfect play, wasn't it, from Gareth Widdop? Probably the most professional player on the field at the moment. His ability just to take that time that he had, that short amount of time, and size up the situation. A well-weighted kick. Knew his player would be there.
Widdop 2 out of 4. England leading Papua New Guinea 20 points to 0 in this quarter-final. So the English side scored their 4th try of the day through Ben Curry. And it was just masterfully put on by Gareth Widdop. But it all came from the hit out, didn't it, from Ryan Hall after the kick by PNG, a rush kick by Boas. And Ryan Hall beat 2 or 3 defenders, gets them up to halfway, and the try comes easily in the end.
Just their ability to react at the moment is what they're struggling with, the Kumuls. Trying to transition from attack into defence.
Nice contact there on Sam Burgess. Hill's back on the field. So this quarter-final is now England's to lose, isn't it? Up 20 block. Whitehead, support looming in Hodgson. He lost it again. And Ottio has it for the Kumuls, 10 metres short of halfway.
Again, it was just through the dominance through the ruck. Quick play the ball, and Elliot Whitehead gets on the front foot and gets the Kumuls players sitting on their heels. And again, another opportunity that gets wasted and gives this opportunity for the Kumuls to advance into their attack as Page takes another hit up.
That's a damning stat, isn't it? 36 missed tackles for the Kumuls. Hodgson looming there. It looks like he was off for a dinner for 2 there. It looked like a certain try for England. PNG Baptiste. Not a great pass. Good hand, Seguiara. Quick hands by Watson Boas. Aiton. Manoga. What a pass away to Gary Lowe. They do score PNG. Gary Lowe finishes it off. The Cobbles are in. Is this game back on? England lead by 16 with a kick to come.
Well, that's what they can do now. The Commonwealth, when you invite them into your half. There's nothing really happening here. But when the ball gets in Willie Minoga's hands, there's an opportunity from Aiton to turn it underneath the Minoga, but Minoga just backs himself, and it's just McGilvray just gets off his wing and opens up the space.
England 20, PNG on the board 4. Tackle breaks than any other player in the World Cup. 5 more than Aquila Uarte, more than players like Tuivasa-Sheck and McGilvray. Not many opportunities here in Melbourne this afternoon, but that will give them all sorts of confidence as he grounds the ball. Gary Lowe right in the corner to keep the Cummels in the game.
Well, there's one place I'd love to be right now, and that's in Port Moresby in a nightclub called Lamada, because they would be going off seeing that Gary Lowe has scored a try. He's a cult hero in Papua New Guinea.
I'm too old for that. I'd like to be here, right where we are, watching Reece Martin. $16 points the difference. Reece Martin for the Cummels. What a strike! 20 points to 6 now. Quarter of the game still to go.
Yeah, I'm right down there next to the bench and the fans, and gee, they went up as one just to score a try against this great English side. It's a real moment for them to savour, but gee, I'll tell you what, they'll take a lot of confidence out of the fact that they haven't built pressure. They haven't had a lot of possession down that end of the field, but they've come up with some points. We've got game on here, boys.
Ryan Girdler on the touchline. Scott Sattler, Andrew Moore. PNG back in the hunt.
It was good skill by Minoga, wasn't he? He showed you the outside and brought the defence up. He's been courageous, Paul Aiton. He's got a smaller guy in a jersey number 13 against a big forward pack.
Came through as a dummy half, didn't he, Paul Aiton, in the NRL? Now, busy as you like, Lock. Nasi Boas. No looker from Baptiste. Good hands by Martin. Olam. A confident set all of a sudden from PNG. Last tackle, 30 metres out. Seguiaro. McGilvray under it. The kick too deep by Seguiaro. And again can't put the runner back. From behind Minoga. Gee, that's an important tackle, isn't it? Short of halfway. These wingers are dynamic for England. Most of those defenders were offside of the play the ball. Here's Hall. 38 metres out. Show and go from Roby. Been good off the bench in the second half, hasn't he, James Roby? Over the 20 they go, O'Loughlin, the skipper. Great tackle head on by James Seguiaro. 12 metres out. Huge set of 6 here. Graham. Baptiste jumped on his back. Last tackle England, right between the uprights. Hodgson, Widdop, Watkins. Great defence by PNG. 17.5 minutes to go. 14 points the lead for England. Changeover for the Cummels.
Well, they fixed something at half-time on this left-hand side defensively, because on that occasion it's Audio gets out of the line and makes really good one-on-one contact, which is what they struggled with in the first half. But you can just see the momentum. A couple of the occasions that the Cummels have got the ball, they've got a couple of second phase plays, and all the players get on board and they start creating opportunities.
That's all. Tell you what, if they could jag another one, the Kumuls, be very interesting. Baptiste, Seguiaro, Minoga. Really good. It is the last tackle for the Kumuls inside England's half. Ottio. Back it comes to Asi Boas. Chase has got to be better for the Kumuls. Straight past Armini goes, but the cover comes from Ottio. It's where England have made such good ground, isn't it? Curry. Gee, that's nearly an obstruction. Play on, says referee Child. Graham.
A smart play by England then. Instead of trying to get into that hit-up battle through the middle and you get quite physical, they spread the ball early, spread the defence.
That's O'Loughlin. In the sunshine, Gale. Amin's back there. Danger. Did well.
There's no playback other than the touch, Judge.
Well, I don't know who's going to play it to. Peter Brady, the invisible man. I think they call that a dive.
Go.
What else was he going to do?
You just feel sorry for the next guy that's taking the hit up.
Well, if he plays that ball, Armin, it's try to England. Game over.
James Hall.
Tough set here for the Kumuls, isn't it? 4 tackles in, they're just outside their own 10. Quarter of an hour to go. 4th and final quarter-final. Ottio.
Good kick here. They're going to be in good field position, England.
Last tackle. Asi Boas. Just into England's 30. Widdop the return, he'll get up near halfway. Just short of it.
Paul, stand up. Paul, Luke. Paul, man.
Watkins.
Move. James Hall.
McGilvery. Straight past the first man again. 22 out, chance a quick play the ball too. Danger to the left. Gale. O'Loughlin loses the ball. Did it come off the Kumuls? No, he knocked it on to PNG. So the Kumuls will get a scrum feed just inside their own 20-metre line heading into these last 14 minutes.
Well, this is a risky play by Nene McDonald, the right side centre, but he knows that he has to get out of the line and chance his hand, run in front of his inside defender and try and put pressure on O'Loughlin. And fortunately enough, he comes up with the right play.
That's Watson Boas getting some treatment, the PNG halfback. So just having that arm or wrist looked at by the trainer.
Heads in, Gareth. You change positions. Heads in,
We saw him trying to tackle Jermaine McGilvery, who's already ran for 168 metres today. Another outstanding performance, and England right on top in that department.
I'd kick early if I was the Kumuls. I'd kick early in the tackle count and try and turn this field position around in their favour, inch by inch.
O'Loughlin, new page was coming for him.
Kick now and turn them around.
8 on again. Watson Boas appears okay, by the way, for PNG. Martin. Last tackle, Kumuls, into English territory. To Seguiaro. Great direction on the kick, straight to Widdop. Paul to McGilvery. Someone's got to put him down. No, they don't. He's over the 40s, away again. Past Armin, links up with Callum Watkins. From behind McDonald, misses him. Watkins goes all the way to score. And does that seal a berth for England in the World Cup semi-finals against Tonga? Callum Watkins the try. They're out by 8.
Well, he's done this all afternoon, hasn't he? McGilvray, the winger. Early transfer of the ball to Whittam. It's a smart play also from his opposite winger in Hall as well. He's got spiders on him. He gets in between defenders, just uses great strength. But the way that he sizes up the situation also, he doesn't overcook it. He gives the ball to the fresh Callum Watkins, and then it's just a foot race between him and McDonald.
England lead 24-6. Scorer for England. He's had a wonderful game coming back into the team, having missed that game last weekend against the French side. Played 29 games in the English Super League for Leeds in this most recent season. Scored 12 tries, and that's a valuable game-winning one potentially for England here.
He's been pretty potent, hasn't he? It's his second Rugby League World Cup try. But he's had some nice little subtle touches, hasn't he? Just when he's bringing the ball out of the danger zone, he's got late footwork before a defensive line. He's had that beautiful right-hand flick pass that got out to McGilvray for his second try. He's been heavily involved.
And is it the back-breaking try? Just over 11 minutes left. And Gareth Widdop's next to the post for this kick. To take them out by 20. Point lead for England. They lead Papua New Guinea 26 points to 6.
Geez, a big lump of a lad too. Watkins, you spoke about that ball he got onto McGilvray for the first try in the first half. What about the support play there from this right side? Was able to get over on the left of McGilvray and come up with a lovely try. He's had a big contribution too, coming out of trouble. 18 hit-ups for now 147 metres for Watkins. What an afternoon.
And McGilvray passes the 200 mark. Sodio coming through on Curry. Oh, Watkins does well to get there first. There's a hit on a player not in possession there. McGilvray back in front in terms of all players in the World Cup.
Escort's the first defence.
Might have been a shoulder charge off the ball there.
Okay.
So a great moment of field position for PNG, but we're into the last 10 minutes and they're down by 20. Griffin. 11 metres out. They need a miracle here, the Kumuls. Watson Boas. To his brother, Arsi. Brilliant try for PNG. England's claiming there was a forward pass in there. We are going to go to the video referee.
Tackle one. You've got to try. You're just checking for any obstruction.
Looking at possible obstruction there, Alex, so maybe something from end on would be great.
Well, Andrew, it's the two passes, two wide passes. Get the defence chasing you and then bring a good speed player like Minoga back on the angle.
Okay, lead runner's coming through there. Number 16, he jumps back in that hole, doesn't he? Just try that one more time, mate, please. Comes back in there, contacts the slide on the outside shoulder, and he comes back through that same hole. Yeah, so we've got decision, guys. We're going to the board.
Not looking good for the Kumuls here. They are denied. England maintains a 20-point lead here with 9.5 minutes left.
I hate this rule.
I think it's the rule that most people in the game can't stand. The obstruction rule. Is there a case to be made, though, that Ben Curry could have been in that gap had there not been contact prior to that?
Yes and no. I just want to see a good try from the Kumuls.
Especially with 9 minutes to go.
I thought Lebanon would deny a try in their game yesterday under the same ruling. But based on the interpretations, it was the right call.
Assuming England going to win this over the next 9 minutes, Tonga awaits in New Zealand next Saturday.
Good tackle, Baptiste.
Roby, O'Loughlin, Gale, Curry running on the inside. Only 12 metres out. They've been dangerous to the right all day. That's the way they come. Hodgson kicking for McGilvery, looking for a third. Backing up Watkins. He gets his second. Leaps through the air like a Cape Crusader. And another try for England. We'll go to the video ref.
Check in touch, please. We have got a challenge in the air if it's in touch.
Okay. So video director, we've got a kick there first, which we need to clear.
Well, it's a well-weighted kick, isn't it?
Perfect kick.
Just gets into this little
So on the boot
space.
here. All the chasers outside are onside. We can continue through. Got a clean catch. We do have contact in the air there, so we'll play through. Okay, something tight on that. Watching feet, Benny. I'll watch grounding. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Okay, you've got something just from the corner. Yep, this is a better shot for us. Nice and slow here. Feet are still in the air there, Benny. I've got ball down. Okay, got a decision, guys. Go to the board.
And it's now England 30, PNG 6. So Callum Watkins does get his second. James Graham looks on from the bench. Doesn't look terribly satisfied, James Graham. Still looks pretty intense. But England, through their right side especially, and there was the combination between Watkins and McGilvery following through the kick from Josh Hodgson to score that try in the corner. His second of the day for England.
It's a dangerous combination, isn't it, the right-hand side? He's done a great job. The presence of mind to wrap around after the kick had been taken by McGilvery, puts himself in a great position as...
Just across the face from Gareth Widdop. But England, 4 converted try lead with 7.5 minutes to play here as we see the kick coming again from the boot of Hodgson. And then the combination between McGilvery, who would have won a penalty there because Gary Lowe took him in the air. And then across it comes. In fact, no, the attacking side doesn't get the penalty, does it? If it was the other way around and Lowe was tackled in the air, he would have won the penalty. But in that case, it's play on. Short kick off again. Watkins takes it. It's be a combination for Tonga to watch out for. One at Watkins and McGilvery on the right for England.
One important area for England preparing for next week's game, the most important person becomes their physiotherapist and their strength and conditioner, because they are such physical games when you play against PNG. It's how you recover.
Gale couldn't link up with Bateman. Hall dives on it. Keeps it alive for Bateman. And he spills it. On the PNG 30-metre line. The errors have just started to die out of the English game over the last 25 minutes or so. After an error-filled opening 45, 50 minutes.
I know it can be a really boring stat for the viewer sitting at home, but when we talk about possession rates and completion rates, to be completing it just a smidgen above 50%. Yeah, if they were playing, for example, Australia in a game like this with a completion rate like that, they get done by 30. England.
Out.
It's really plagued them the last 3 weeks, hasn't it? Even though they've won handily enough against Lebanon and France. Meninga. Amin, he's been on there since the 2nd minute when the Kumuls captain David Mead left the field and failed an HIA. Huge blow for the Kumuls. Moses Meninga. That's the halfway line. Such Such an exciting World Cup campaign by the Kumuls. First time playing games at home, sellout crowds, but this is what's plagued them through the day as well. Drop ball from Rod Griffin, and England will get the ball back as we head into the last 5 minutes of this World Cup quarter-final.
Well, they've been tremendous scenes, haven't they, Andrew, in Port Moresby the last 3 weeks through the pool rounds where they were so dominant. They were challenged against Ireland, of course, who are probably one of the surprise packets of this Rugby League World Cup, but just the crowds that turned out to support their local side, their country side, was just amazing.
Wonderful scenes, wonderful emotion in Port Moresby.
Arms around. All in, man.
I'm sure they'll still get a hero's welcome when they get home. Bateman. The centre from Wigan. Wormsley. Oh, he's been terrific. The runaway train. Desperate to get to his feet. Flick goes astray for Watkins. No, for PNG, but a penalty. She played a long advantage there, referee Child. Inside the 10 against the Kumuls.
Makes it back on the 10 metres. You're offside, you don't make it back.
That's Watson Boas who's penalised, the 23-year-old Kumuls halfback. England looking for a late flourish. Strong run up, or run there from Tom Burgess, wasn't it? That's the PNG 10-metre line. Great tackle on Widdop by Seguiaro. Roby. On his back, he'll have to play it 10 metres out. Desperate defence again from Seguiaro.
He's a live wire, isn't he, Roby? It's a good 1-2 punch that they get from both he and Hodgson throughout the game. Just to lift the level of intensity throughout the game around the ruck.
Okay.
Now it's Hodgson. Sam Burgess. 3 metres out. They've already scored 6, England. O'Loughlin, Gale. Great defence, Minoga. Last tackle. Hodgson. Widdop. That's play on for Pete. Oh, and knocked on as he tried to pick it up, Watson Boas. Widdop comes away with it. Knock-ons all over the place.
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? Would have been great to see that charge down then and see Boas do his best to get the 80 metres. He would have had plenty of support around him from his teammates. Try and finish this game on a positive note.
An unfortunate way it almost sums up the Kumuls' day, doesn't it?
Yeah. Great support here today. Melbourne public, travelling English fans. And of course, the PNG fans that have travelled also down from Port Moresby, and also the fans that are here local. So
he doesn't care about the score. He's happy. Hodgson, they work it left to Gale. Widdop, past Minoga. Hall, he'll be tough to stop, and he can't be. Ryan Hall has a phenomenal try-scoring success rate for England. They score a 7th inside the last 2 minutes to extend their lead. Ryan Hall finally gets one on the left corner.
And unfortunately, Willie Minoga is out here in the centres after Nene McDonald goes. Just it's a stop-start there from Gareth Widdop that puts the back rower in 2 minds.
England now leading 34-6. So Ryan Hall continues his phenomenal success in internationals. It's his 34th try for England in his 38th test. Ryan Hall, most of the opportunities have come on the right side for England today, but a rare opportunity on the left side, and Hall crosses to score to put the last rights on this game here at Melbourne Rectangular Stadium. 7 tries for to one for England.
They've got massive units that sit on either side of the field with Hall and also McGilvray. It's a second try for the World Cup. It's so beneficial having those big outside backs that take a lot of pressure off the forward through the middle of the field. I do like how he transitions and gets back and supports his fullback Gareth Widdop, and both wingers and fullback play a big part in combinations. As Widdop, tough attempt into the sun. He's had this putt before.
How does he read the green? Reads it beautifully. He's kicked his last 4, Gareth Widdop. And now a 30-point lead here for England. Into the last 30 seconds. And that man, Ryan Hall, who scores the try, he and McGilvray, when the game was still in the balance, their ability to bring the ball out of their own territory was significant. And the last pass thrown by Widdop. As England storming into a semi-final against Tonga. Australia will play Fiji in Brisbane. Last play of the game, and it's with Walmsley. Oh, thought he was going to go the kick and chase. England, congratulations to Wayne Bennett and the English team. They've beaten Papua New Guinea rather convincingly in the end, scoring 7 tries to 1 as England defeats Papua New Guinea here in Melbourne 36